Your girl is back, and you know the hair is laid, so we gotta get into some new content. We gotta talk about frick and fraud. Okay, now if you don't know who I'm talking about Jeremy and Trevor. But first, let's help my engagement. Get me up there, fight this algorithm. Like this video, subscribe if you have not already, and make sure you leave a comment because that also helps me in my engagement. Now, thinking about frick and fraud. Okay, the thing about these two, I like to wait to make my videos for this exact reason, because men will men. Okay, every season the same thing happens. Season starts, it's kind of quiet. As we move and progress, S hits the fan. Okay, girlfriends come out, family members come out, the drama and the receipts start dropping. Okay, so you have to make sure you are ready. If you're not ready, then let's get into it. Now, let's first focus on Trevor, because Trevor became a fan favorite very early, very quick. He had the lines, the notebook, the bracelets. I feel so sorry for Trevor. Why didn't Chelsea choose him? The thing is, people are human. Humans will always disappoint you at some point because we're only human and we can only do so much. Now, the thing that confuses me about this story, and if you haven't already heard, Trevor had a girlfriend. Right now, supposedly they're broken up. Now, I've seen the girlfriend's little TikToks and it's giving dramatic, it's giving extra, it's giving actress, okay? I personally don't know if I believe her story, because it seems like in the beginning when Trevor was trying out for this show, she knew what it was, okay? They were together, supposedly. And then they had a conversation about him going on the show. It was just for fame, his career, becoming an influencer, opportunist. A lot of people this season are opportunists, okay? And so she knew about it, but then supposedly he ditched her a week before filming to go on the show, okay? The thing about Trevor is there were a lot of signs there. There were a lot of red flags. How is it that this muscular, dominant man was so in tune to his vulnerability? Was it believable? Yes, because people fell for it, okay? But it was like a lot of things that was just like too perfect, okay? Too perfect. And I hate to say it because we really want to lean on the fact that, okay, men can be genuine. Men can be, you know, as they are trying to present themselves, but as a woman, most of the time there's always something in the back of our heads like, is this really true? Based off the things I've been through in the past, is he for real? Okay. And unfortunately, this falls into the narrative that men be lying. And it's hard to trust. And how do I believe one thing? My gut tells me this, but I'm seeing something different. Okay. And I think a lot of women, they didn't listen to their gut because it just seems too perfect. It seemed too like, wow, he got the short end of the stick. What else did I hear? He needs to be given a second chance. He was scamming. He saw the opportunity. And the thing is about these men is that they think they're smarter than the audience. And for the most part this season they have been. Well, at least Trevor for the most part was smarter. Okay, until all this stuff came out. He was smarter for a long time because people fell for the BS. Okay, but the thing is, it was an opportunity. That is what's wrong with this show, is the opportunity presents themselves. Some people come here for love. No, let me back it up. People come on this show for something, okay? For some people, it's love. Others, it's an opportunity, okay? They're coming for something. They want something from the show. And we're on season, 6? It's becoming less about love and more about the opportunity, okay? And I want people to focus on your guts. Listen to that. We are focused so much on this, our hearts, but we don't listen to our heads and our guts. Our heads and our guts are what's really leading us. We need to really be in tune with that, because somebody could have got by Trevor, okay? Now, is this all of who he is as a person? No, people make mistakes, but you try to fool us. And the internet that we live in, people have time. Sometimes I watch some of these TikToks and I'm like, how do you have time in your day to research these people so much? it's giving no life. Okay, because I know I'll be busy. I don't got time to be researching somebody's life that I don't know, that I'm not invested in. Okay, y'all be looking up court documents. Y'all be looking up receipts about the family, the Facebook, screenshotting the stories. I can tell y'all need something to do. But some people, that's their hobby. That's how they make money, is through this kind of stuff. But for me, I don't got time. So I waited. And here we are. As usual, towards the end of the season, all of it's coming to the surface. Okay, now let's look at Jeremy, because Jeremy is a little bit different for me. There's gonna be some unpopular opinions on this section, okay? Now, Jeremy supposedly had a fiance a week before he went on the show, or a week before he maybe tried out for the show. And then he sold his house a week before the show started filming, that he was actually sharing with the fiance. The mama came up with the receipts, okay? But the thing I want people to really think about, because everyone's so focused on the narrative, okay? So many people focus on low-hanging fruit, what's presented, okay? But you have to realize sometimes in relationships, people check out way before it ends. Back it on up. Sometimes in relationships, people check out way before it ends. And unfortunately, that means that someone will probably get more hurt than the other person. But I think Jeremy probably checked out his relationship before it was really over. And that is sad, that's hurtful, that's wrong, because if you're not really feeling somebody, why waste their time? Okay, but in this situation, I think that maybe he was checked out before it really ended, and unfortunately, he made a lot of poor decisions. Okay, he should have just told the girl he really wasn't feeling her. He wants to move on with his life, but people are people pleasers. A lot of people focus on, well, how will this hurt the other person? I don't want to hurt them, and also the selfish part of it. I'm getting something out of this too. I got a place to stay. I got somebody to lay up with. That's also both sides, okay? Now what he did was wrong. He is a fraud. He cheated on the show. He manipulated to get on the show. And there's a lot of people saying, like, does casting vet people? Okay, I think they do, but not deep enough, okay? Because how did they not know Trevor had a girlfriend, Jeremy had a fiance? It shows we need to be putting a little bit more time into this, about the people we're putting on this show, if you ask me. Because y'all got played again, okay? But once again, Netflix wins, because these side stories, these receipts only make people more curious about the show, the dynamic. It brings more attention to Love is Blind. And so in the end, even if they don't, do their due diligence and researching people, they still made a coin off the show. They have spin-offs, the reunion. The reunion's gonna be filming pretty soon if it hasn't already. But be careful, because you might be dating a frick or a fraud. Now let me know your thoughts. Do you think it's too easy for people to come on this show and manipulate and trick the audience? Or is it Netflix's fault for not doing a deeper dive, going into these people's houses, getting in a relationship with their friends, really talking to people similar to Married at First Sight, and really digging a little bit deeper? But your girl can get into it. So like this video, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.